Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve problem day 14 of GfG 160-day challenge problem solving. And the problem is implement Atoi. And the problem difficulty level is medium. Okay, so let's jump to the questions and just break down the questions. Okay, so we have given a string S. The objective is to convert it into integer format without utilizing any built-in functions. Refer the below steps to know about Atoi functions. Okay, so we have to find the whatever the strings we have given. So just convert into the integers without using built-in function. That means we have in Python we have a integer functions available. So we will not use that one. So let's check for Atoi conversion. What are the cases? So case one is skip any leading white space. If we have in strings in any leading white space we have, so we will ignore it. The second is check for a sign positive or negative. Default to positive if no such sign is present. So if there is no positive sign in string, so we will ignore it and we will consider it as positive. But if negative is available, then we will solve it. And read the integer by ignoring leading zeros until a non-digit character is encountered or end of the string is reached. If no digits are present, then we will return 0. So simply if there is no digit available in the string, so simply we will return 0. Otherwise, before the any alphabet characters, whatever the integer is available, we will just reach out and we will just traverse through, and then we will get back to into conversion of the integer. And fourth is if the integer is greater than to the power 3 1 minus 1, then return this value. If the integer is smaller than, then we will get to return minus 2 the power 31. That is the condition is like overflowing for the 231 and minus 1, and minus 2 the power 31 is underflow conditions here. So let's see the example. The first input is like we have a string minus 123. So this is a string, this is not integer, so we have to convert into the integer. Okay, after converting the integer we will get minus 123. Okay, so let's see the another example. So we have a string that is containing two space and one underscore. So there is no integer here, so we will return just simply 0. And let's see the next input. We have another example like containing the just big value, and we'll check that it is if it is greater than to the power 31 minus 1, then we will just return to the power 31 minus 1. Okay, you can see in explanation the converted number will be greater than to the power 31 minus 1, therefore we will return. So just simply we will check it if it is greater than or not. Okay, and like this we have a negative integer, so we will check just underflow condition here. Underflow condition, what is underflow condition here? Like if this is integer is less than minus 2 the power 31, then we will simply the return the minus 2 power 31. Okay, and we have next string. We have a leading space here and negative value also, and then integer 0 0 also, and then integer, and we have a mm, alphanumeric. This is basically alphanumeric string. So and we have a characters also here. So in simply we will ignore the white space, then minus, then 0, and GfG. After GfG it is the character, so we'll ignore it, just we will get minus 12. Okay, so yeah, and let's check what is the expected complexity here. So time complexity is order of n, and the auxiliary space order of n. So we need to care about that one, and we will solve in within the order of n range. Okay, so let's first read like what is the Atoi algorithms. Basically whatever what are the cases here now, this is the algorithm, and this is the medium level problem, but that is not very difficult if you understand like how to convert the strings in integer using the order function in Python is available in Python. So how to convert? So first I will explain like uh, uh, what is the integer of the, if we have any strings in integer format. So how to convert this back to an integer? Okay, so I'm going to explain. Just take an whiteboard. So in Python, order function, if we'll take any string, we'll take any integer in a string format, then order function returns the is ASCII value. What is ASCII value? In other languages, as Unicode available. So that character will return the ASCII value of this. Like we have order of, suppose any I'm taking just zero string. This zero is not integer here, this is string. Okay, so take care about that one. So zero. Okay, so what will be the ASCII value of this? You can check it, you can find out 48. Like this, if you have we have a order of 1. Okay, so we will get 49. And like this, order of 2, so what will 50. So so on, we can find it more than 2 also. So for finding the ASCII value of the any integer, we have a function, order function. Using that we can find out. So why I'm talking about this one? We can solve it this question using integer function also, but in problem statement they mention like we don't have a huge, we don't use to built-in function any. Okay, so let's, how can we solve it? So basically in Atoi function, just we will take an example. We can consider this problem. Space minus 0012 GfG4. Let's say we have a string space. You consider the space. Okay, I'm not taking any. So space, let's say, and then minus, then one space just, then minus, then 0 0 1 2 GfG, then we have 4, right? So how can we solve this one? So first we will, first condition is like, first we will check that space, that leading space. Okay, so if there is any space available in our string, just we will move forward. Then we will check if minus sign is available or plus sign is available. It could be plus also. So if any minus or plus is available, then simply we will take a variable, we will consider a variable, suppose sign is equal to 1, then we will update just minus 1. If we will find found it any character maybe I is equal to minus, then we will update it just with minus 1. Then here 0, so we have to avoid this one, because in the starting of the string we have to take don't, we will not consider 0 0. Then we will check is it any integer value that is in range uh, let's say I character in range of 0 to 9, right? So we'll take, if we'll found that any so here GfG, right? If we found any character, then we will not move forward, so we will discard it. Just we will move only till here, till 2. Okay, so first like we have to initialize, for that one we will just initialize let's say initialize with 1, and let's consider result is equal to 0. And for checking the index value and index, then we will consider index starting with the 0. And we will ignore leading white space, any white space we will found it, then we will just ignore it. And then we will check the sign, is it positive or negative. If the next character is like negative or positive, so we will set just -1, other and leaves it as 1 for positive. Okay, if we will get the plus sign, then sign will be just, we will update just 1. Or we can say like we will not update it, we will just leave it with 1. If we will found minus, then we will update back to -1, whatever the sign variable is considered. So here we are considering +1. Okay, then we will found that digit, uh, if we will found digit, any digit between 0 to 9, including 0 and 9 also. So uh, how can we write that one? Like for 1, if we have 1, if we will found 1, then how can we construct our result value? So we can construct, previously we initialize with 0, then star with 10 plus that value. Okay, and let's say, yeah, this is C, any character maybe, then C. So if we solve it, then 10 into 0, initially result is 0, so 0 plus 10, 0 star 10, that means we are multiplying 10 with 0, then we will get 0 plus 1 is just 1. Okay, and C, here C is our character 1. So for that one, how can we calculate? Just we'll take the order of C and minus order of 0. Why 0? As I previously mentioned, like order of 0 is 48 and order of 1 is 49, then 49 minus 48 is 1. So order of 1 is 1. So here C is equal to 1, then integer value we will get 1. For 2, we have 50 and ASCII value of 0 is 48, then we will get back to, we will get 2, and this is the integer value. Okay, we will get integer value. That is why we are taking order of character, any character we are looking for, minus order of 0. Okay, and then it will be our result star 1 and 0 then plus. This is the formula for construction of the digits. Okay, and like this we can find it, and then we will check another case, that is like overflow or underflow. Okay, for overflow, if we will check just if result is greater than to the power 31 minus 1, then we will just return to the power 31 minus 1. Okay, then other condition for underflow, if result is less than minus to the power 31, then we will return to the power 31. Okay, let's see, it was to the power 31 minus 1 and return to the power smaller than minus to the power 31. Yes, so if it is smaller than minus to the power 31, then we will return just to the minus to the power 31. Okay, and then finally we will return our result, that result whatever we will get after constructions of the result, then we will just multiply with our sign. Is it positive, or it could be negative also. Okay, so like this we can implement. I'm going to take a example of this one. then how we are calculating. Okay, I'll show you. I'm dropping just everything. You can say I will take just new page. We have a string. We have a string white space, then negative, then 0 0, and then 1 2 it was, and then GfG 4, right? So that is this is the given input where everything is there. So output should be minus 12. So let's run, or we will just here solve it. How can do that? So first we will check, like here, suppose here two spaces is available, I think. Yeah, I think two spaces here. Okay, so we'll check it, and then we will just skip. Is it is the first case was like, if any space, like if I, and what will be the I here, that idx we can consider, and idx should be less than equal to our length of the string. Okay, so if idx is equal to hyphen, trailing is that is space. I'm not taking hyphen here, just rub it. Otherwise it will be confusion here. So space, then we will skip these two characters, and then our idx will be plus 1. Okay, so the second case was like, if we'll get any negative, then sign will be update. So here we found, in this case we found one negative, so we will update our sign with minus 1. Then we will move to what will be idx of, that will be 3, because the two spaces is white space is available. So idx plus 1 is equal, so two times idx will be updated, like idx will update by 2. Okay, then move to next, like 0 is available in case of, if I is 0 for 0, then our result will be 0 star 10, because initially it was 0. So we will multiply with 0, then we will found order of 0 minus order of character 0, and what will be the, it will, we will get just 0, because 0 into 10 is 0, and 0 of this value, and we will then again minus subtracting with same character, then we will found 0. For I is equal to, again we have 0. Okay, so our result will be updated with 0, then again it is 0 star 10 plus order of 0 minus order of 0, then we will again get 0. So our result will be updated with the 0. So I is equal to 1. Yes, it is the range in between 0 to 9. So now our result is equal to 0, because we are getting result 0. So result will be 0. Um then order of one character, then order of 0, then we will get 1. So like this, I is equal to 2, result is equal to 1. Now we will multiply with 1, and this 10 plus order of 2 and minus order of 0. What we will get? This is the 10, plus order of 2 minus 0, so we will get 2, then it will be 12. Okay, then we will check next one. So I, if I is equal to 9, it's not 9, it's a g. If I is equal to g, then we will stop our loop, because we taking the conditions I should be in range between 0 to 9. Okay, so finally we will result when we will return our result, then we will return result star sign, and our result is 12 here. 12 into minus 1, because we updated our sign is minus 1 here. Here you can see here, then we will get minus 12, so our result will be minus 12. Okay, this is our answer. Okay, and you can see here in problem statement also, the output will be minus 12. So let's implement in our code. How can we implement? First, we will consider our any sign value. What will be stored? Let's say sign is initially with G1. It's a positive, and result is 0. We will initialize with 0, and our IDX starting 0. So while we will loop, while length of the s id is less, the idx is less than length of s, and the first condition is if a string of 0, that is like in leading spaces, we will check leading space. If we will found it, then we will just move on to the next index. So while idx is less than length of, yes, we have s, and one condition here, like s of idx should equal, if equal uh, with space one, just I'm taking here one space, then simply we will just do nothing, and we will move forward by 1. Okay, then second, when we have to check if uh, we will check just it, if the character is positive or negative. Okay, so we will just store in the our sign variable. If idx is less than length of s, and the second condition is s of idx is equal to that negative sign, or you can say s of idx is equal to plus sign. Okay, and you can take into brackets. Then here, then we again check if s of that character is equal to, we will found, if we will found negative, we will find negative, then we will update our sign is equal to minus 1, and then just simply we will move like idx is equal plus equal to 1 just. Then the third case was like if we will found any character between 0 to 9, then we will construct the that digit. Okay, then how can we what will be the condition? So again, while idx is less than length of s, and idx should be that number, that character should be between 0 to 9. Okay, should be 0 and less than equal to s of idx. equal to 9, between 9. Okay, then we will just append the current digit to the result. So whatever the formula we have written here, this formula, then we will implement it, just writing this. So result will be our, uh, we will multiply with this 10 star, then in result initialize with earlier 0, and then plus, then that character, the order of that character. Okay, so we can say order of s of idx, that character, and we will just do minus order of 0 character, 0. Okay, like this we can find our constructions of digit. Then we will check underflow condition and overflow. Okay, it's maybe it's a long integer, and long integer here, as you can see. So we will just check there is any, if result is equal to sorry, is result is greater than, for overflow condition here, if result is greater than to the power 31 and minus 1, then then just simply return that number, right? This number. In which scenario, if with sign star, if sign is equal 1, in a positive scenario, right, in overflow condition. Otherwise we will just return simply minus 2 the power 31, right? And just moving 1, and then finally we will return our result. That's it, result star with sign, whatever the result we will get, just we will simply return. So let's compile and run. Is less than equal not supported between instance of string and int, while idx is less than this. Okay, that 9 should be in string format. Okay, so for input minus 123, our output is also minus 123, and expected is also 1 minus 123. So let's submit the code, and let's check uh, all the test cases will be passed or not. Yeah, as you can see here, like all the 11 15 test cases are successfully passed, and here accuracy is 100% one by one, and point scored 4 by 4, time taken is 0.03. Okay, guys, I hope you understand the problem with the implementation. And yeah, it's just little annoying questions, but it's very it's not so difficult. It's a medium level problem, but you can solve it just taking care of that cases. Okay, so yeah, I will meet in the next video with the next problem. And till that, just keep learning and keep doing. Thank you so much.